Batman vs Superman. So Batman vs Superman. So Batman vs Superman stars Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Amy Adams as Lois Lane, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. And the story tells of, it's in the age after Man of Steel, where Zod, after Superman had defeated Zod, and it's a story about how, basically, it's a very complicated story. And I might as well say it, because let's be honest, this is a spoiler, so I'm going to warn you. This story faces on two characters, Batman and Superman. Now, what happens is, Batman uses his justice of fighting bad guys through fear, whereas Superman uses his people through hope. But Batman resents Superman because he let a guy that he cared about in Metropolis all those years ago when he fought Zod die. And basically, in a way, Batman has always hated Superman. He doesn't like him because he seems to think he's a god, and he think in his eyes, Superman could destroy the world with just a click of his fingers. And in his way, he believes that he is a danger. And basically, in the film, people are uneasy about Superman. They seem to think that his destruction is killing millions of people. The state senate's questioning him. Politicians are questioning him. People are turning against him. And people wonder why the hell these two have got to fight. We probably already know, but we already know. I might as well say it because everyone's probably watched this already. It's because of one man, Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor. Now, people thought when they first saw this trailer that basically it's because Batman's hatred and fear that makes them fight. And it makes, because they just don't like each other. Not the case. Basically, in this, Lex Luthor is trying to get access to an alien ship, Zod's ship. He's trying to learn more about the Kryptonians. And he's trying to understand why the world they exist. And he wants to know what he wants. He wants their power. He wants to know what they are, where they come from. And he asks favours. He gets mercenaries hired to kidnap certain characters like Lois Lane to try and get Superman to cause more destruction. He tries to get the Senate to give him access to a ship so he can do all this as women. And this guy is a maniac in this. Jesse Eisenberg plays a fantastic role as Lex Luthor. I absolutely loved him as this because he's got the psychopathic mental state. He's got the craziness. He's got the cynical thoughts. He's got the conniving, clever mind games that he plays with people. And in the end, I've got to tell you, but Lex Luthor is up there with the Joker because he's a monster. He is one of the third enemies of the Justice League, which it is leading into. Which is, again, I didn't really care about. But in this film, Batman is basically people keep saying Lex Luthor is pushing Batman on the edge. He's pushing Batman over the edge, sending him these telegrams, telling him that he's right, man of God. And Batman has this vision in it called the Nightmare Dream, where he sees these flying creatures around, and Superman comes in and says, I cared about her, and you took her from me. And then he just sees himself being killed by Superman. And then suddenly, Flash is in it, telling him these three words. You were right about him. Lois Lane is the key. Come find us. Now, that's another thing I liked about this film. This fantastic little key, tricky little sneaky peek to the future. Now, everybody's baffled by this. This theory's going around Facebook, Instagram, Google, trying to find out what this all means. And that's good because people are wondering, whoa, who's he on about? What's going on? And that's what gets people interested in the movie, when you have something in the movie that is so confusing. And you've got to wait to see what happened, which is brilliant, which is what I also liked about this movie. And through the film, he pushes them over the edge, and as you guys know, Lex Luthor, he frames Superman, gets the right point, blows up the Capitol building, hires this guy in a wheelchair to spray the statue, to try and get people to hate Superman again. And this is all to make sure that Superman fights the Bat, the Gotham Bat. Because he wants him to fight Batman. And the only way he gets him to do that is he kidnaps Martha Kent, as you guys know, and gets him to fight Batman. And also creates this monster called Doomsday. And it's all about Lex Luthor trying to get the two of them to tear each other apart so he can, basically world domination, really. So first of all, I'll go through the cast. Henry Cavill He's alright as Superman. You know, he's not bad. He's got this kind of decency. I don't think he's as good, because I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for the original. I am a sucker for the original, and I did like him as Superman. Don't get me wrong, Henry Cavill is brilliant as Superman. He's alright, he's a decent character. He's got the powers, he's got the chemistry with Lois, the way they connect through their love that connects them, outshines them, and that's really good as well. I don't care what people are saying, I don't care what you think. In my personal eyes and opinion, Ben Affleck is one of the best Batmans I've seen in a while. He's got the rage, he's got the anger, he's got his stature just right. He's got the great way that he can get people to do what he wants. The problem with Batman is he's clouded with fear. And it's the fear that makes him do these horrible things in this. And in a way, he blames himself for what happens to Superman. Jesse Eisenberg, brilliant. I like Amy Adams as Lois Lane. She's got this really good chemistry with Henry Cavill. They kind of bounce well and connect well together. And her screen presence is fantastic. Like, it's really clever how, you know, you get to see another side of Lois that you haven't seen before. That, you know, they're not just concentrating on the love between Clark. You get to see how she gets her stories. And it's brilliant when you see that. Oh, I'm sorry, but Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. All the men who watch this are going to be going, oh, wow. Because she is fine in that superhero outfit. Like, oh my gosh. And she's an incredible actor. Her fighting skills, her secrecy, her plans. And what I liked about it is you don't really get much of Wonder Woman because I think you're wondering, what people are wondering right now is why she's there in the first place. Which is interesting, really. But, however, this is a cool film. This could have been a whole lot better, in my personal opinion. And I'll tell you why. Starters, Doomsday. CGI rubbish. I'm sorry, but when you see Doomsday, you see this giant, humongous, horrific, devilish, demonish monster. I saw something from Alien with a couple of spikes in it. The content was terrible. The special effects were terrible. The way he looked was ridiculous. The storyline lost a bit because you were concentrating less on the Batman vs Superman and more into what Lex Luthor was up to, which I didn't mind, but I wanted to focus on the main storyline. And how much did they cram the Justice League into your face? They crammed it so much. I didn't care about the Justice League. I know that's why I don't like it's called Dawn of Justice. I don't care about the Justice League. I didn't want to know. Yeah, maybe a couple of hints, but they cram it so much in there. And, you know, we want to see the Batman vs Superman. I'm happy if they just started Justice League with just the next film with the Justice League. We didn't need to see the new heroes. And I wasn't interested in that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of camera. I wanted to see what's going on with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, Superman and Batman. I want to see that. I want to see the fight, the war, what Lex Luthor does. I do not care about the Justice League. I just felt they crammed it and stuffed it and shoved it in your face so much. It even starts with being in Aquaman's terrain, which I didn't care either. That first scene was pointless. Absolutely pointless. So, basically, guys, it's a cool film. It is not one of the best DC films. I'd say it's better than Man of Steel, but it could have been a whole lot better, in my personal opinion. So, for all those reasons, I'm going to give Batman vs Superman 2 stars. So, Batman vs Superman, have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? If you haven't seen it, watch this before Justice League, because as you guys know, this year we have Justice League. Oh.